The universe is vast, unfathomably so. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars. We have wondered if we are alone. Are there others out there? Do they possess knowledge, technologies far beyond our own? These questions have haunted our dreams. They have fueled our scientific endeavors. Suddenly, in the cold of December 2024, that quiet contemplation was shattered. A new voice emerged, not from the distant cosmos, but from the digital shadows of our own world. The enigmatic hacking collective Anonymous claimed a monumental breach. They spoke of secrets, deep secrets, held by those we trust to explore the heavens and protect our lands, NASA and the Pentagon. This was no ordinary cyber intrusion. This was a seismic event. Anonymous, known for their digital activism and disruptive capabilities, announced they had something extraordinary. They hinted at revelations that could rewrite our understanding of reality itself. The digital ether crackled with anticipation. What could be so profound? What truths had been so fiercely guarded? The group, ever theatrical, ever provocative, did not merely whisper. They promised to pull back a curtain. A curtain that has perhaps hidden the most astounding truths from the public eye for decades. The world held its breath, waiting for the promised deluge. The initial claims were electrifying. Anonymous spoke of classified programs designed to investigate phenomena that defy conventional explanation. They spoke of evidence, hard evidence, not blurry photographs or anecdotal tales, but something more tangible, something more difficult to dismiss. The focus was immediately on unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, more colloquially known as UFOs. The very term conjures images of flying saucers, of otherworldly craft. For too long, such subjects were relegated to the fringes, but now they were thrust into the harsh glare of the mainstream, carried by the credibility or notoriety of a group that had repeatedly shaken established powers. The implications were and are staggering. If these claims were true, it meant that elements within our most advanced scientific and military institutions knew more, much more, than they had ever publicly admitted. The carefully constructed narrative of our technological progress, our place in the universe, could be fundamentally flawed. Anonymous positioned themselves as liberators of information. They declared their intent to expose what they termed a monumental deception. The digital gauntlet had been thrown. The world watched, a mix of skepticism and fervent hope, as the first alleged pieces of this cosmic puzzle began to surface, promising a glimpse into the deepest secrets of NASA and the Pentagon. The promised revelations began to trickle out, videos, grainy yet compelling, purportedly sourced from the deepest archives, from a classified Pentagon initiative whispered to be named the Immaculate Program, and more shockingly, materials allegedly linked to NASA's own guarded files. These were not mundane images. They depicted objects moving with impossible speed, executing maneuvers that defy our known laws of physics. No visible means of propulsion, no wings, no sound, according to accompanying reports, just silent, swift and utterly alien motion through our skies and perhaps even the vacuum of space. These were the whispers from the void, now given visual form. The footage, disseminated across the internet by Anonymous, spread like wildfire. Each clip was dissected, analyzed by experts and amateurs alike. Some showed craft, if they could be called that, accelerating at G-forces that would crush any human pilot. Others depicted objects making instantaneous hairpin turns or hovering silently, then vanishing in the blink of an eye. These were not weather balloons, not conventional aircraft, not misidentified celestial bodies. The characteristics displayed were beyond anything publicly acknowledged in global aerospace development. They hinted at technologies so advanced they seemed to belong to a different epoch, or perhaps a different civilization entirely. The nature of these alleged advanced aerial phenomena, as depicted in the leaked files, challenges everything we thought we understood about flight and engineering. If these objects are real, and if they are indeed intelligently controlled, then who built them? And with what knowledge? The materials allegedly show interactions or at least observations by military pilots, reactions of disbelief, of awe, of fear. The Pentagon's Immaculate Program, if its existence is confirmed through these leaks, suggests a dedicated, clandestine effort to understand these intrusions into our airspace. An effort kept secret, perhaps for reasons of national security, or perhaps because the truth itself was too paradigm-shattering to reveal. NASA's alleged connection, though less detailed in initial drops, adds another layer of profound mystery. The agency tasked with exploring space, with searching for life beyond Earth. If they too possess such videos, such data, what did it mean? Did their public missions mask a deeper, hidden knowledge of non-human intelligence? The leaked data, according to Anonymous, was not merely observational. It included telemetry, sensor readings, expert analyses from within these secretive programs, all painting a picture of encounters with technology that is, by any reasonable measure, generations ahead of our own. The silence from official channels only amplified the growing unease and intense curiosity. As these alleged videos and documents from Anonymous proliferated, public interest surged to unprecedented levels. The internet buzzed with theories, debates, and demands for answers. News outlets, initially cautious, began to cover the story with increasing urgency. The sheer volume of purported evidence, the specificity of the program names like Immaculate Program, and the consistent depiction of inexplicable aerial phenomena made it difficult to ignore. People were captivated, not just by the idea of UFOs, but by the potential implications for government transparency. Had they been misled? What else was being kept from them? The questions multiplied with every new alleged file that surfaced online. Yet from the hallowed halls of the Pentagon and the pioneering corridors of NASA, there was a profound and unsettling silence. No outright denials, no detailed rebuttals, no press conferences to debunk the footage or explain its context. This official vacuum became an echo chamber, amplifying the speculations and anxieties of a global populace. In an age of instant information, where governments are increasingly expected to be accountable, this lack of response was in itself a story. It fueled the narrative that there was something to hide, something so sensitive, so transformative, that officialdom was either unwilling or unable to address it directly and openly. This silence is particularly striking given NASA's mandate, an agency built on the principles of discovery and sharing knowledge with the world. Their lack of comment on footage allegedly involving unexplained aerial phenomena, potentially even from their own archives, is perplexing to many. Is it a matter of national security dictating their silence, or is it something more? The Pentagon's reticence might be more expected, given its defense posture. But even they have, in recent years prior to this leak, acknowledged the reality of unidentified aerial phenomena, releasing a few carefully vetted videos. This new, far more extensive alleged leak demanded a more substantial response, yet none was forthcoming as of early 2025. The public, therefore, is left to grapple with the possibilities. Are these leaks genuine? If so, what is the true extent of this hidden knowledge? The desire for transparency is a powerful force in modern society. The anonymous leaks, regardless of their ultimate verification, have tapped into a deep-seated public interest in accountability and the right to know. The absence of an official narrative allows alternative explanations to flourish, ranging from the mundane to the truly extraordinary. This continued silence doesn't quell the storm, it feeds it, leaving a world in waiting, staring at the digital breadcrumbs, wondering about the universe of questions that remain unanswered by those in power. The implications of these alleged anonymous revelations, should they prove authentic, stretch far beyond mere curiosity about UFOs. They strike at the very core of our understanding of advanced technology. If the craft depicted in the leaked videos are real, they represent a leap in science and engineering that dwarfs our current capabilities. We are talking about propulsion systems that operate without discernible exhaust or fuel. Materials that can withstand incredible stresses and temperatures. Flight dynamics that seem to bend the known laws of physics. This isn't just an incremental advance, it's a paradigm shift of cosmic proportions, suggesting a mastery over forces we are only beginning to comprehend. Consider the energy requirements. To accelerate and maneuver as these objects reportedly do would necessitate power sources far beyond anything in our public domain. Fusion, antimatter, something entirely new. The existence of such technology, whether terrestrial and secret or extraterrestrial, would revolutionize everything. Energy production, transportation, material science, every field would be transformed. The leaks hint that governments or elements within them might have been studying such phenomena for decades. If so, what have they learned? And why has this knowledge been so compartmentalized, so hidden from from the broader scientific community and the public who fund these institutions. The lack of official comment from NASA and the Pentagon only deepens the enigma. If these are indeed human-developed secret projects, the level of secrecy maintained is astounding, and the technological disparity between the public and private sectors is almost unimaginable. If, however, they are not of human origin, then the implications are even more profound. It would mean we are not alone, and that they possess capabilities that could reshape our world for better or for worse. The silence could be born of fear, of an inability to control the narrative, or perhaps an internal debate on how, or even if, to disclose such monumental truths about our universe. Ultimately, these alleged leaks by Anonymous, centering on NASA and Pentagon UFO files, force us to confront the limits of our current knowledge and the potential for realities far stranger than we have dared to imagine. The pursuit of truth, whether about the cosmos or the actions of our governments, is a fundamental human endeavor. These revelations, if validated, could be the catalyst for a new era of discovery. An era where our understanding of technology, our place in the universe, and the very nature of reality itself is redefined. The universe, it seems, still holds its deepest secrets close. But sometimes the locks are picked,